authors, if you're struggling with your book sales, if you're struggling understanding basic marketing, I need you to do me a favor. This Sunday, the Super Bowl is coming on. I need you to watch it. And if you're asking yourself, why do I need to watch the Super Bowl to understand marketing better? It's not so much the Super Bowl what you need to be watching. You need to be watching the Super Bowl commercials. And once again, you're probably asking, why do I need to watch the Super Bowl commercials? Think about it. Although they have a budget upwards of $7 million to run a 30-second ad during the Super Bowl, they have to capture the watcher's attention in 30 seconds. So they have mastered how to show up when it counts the most. So do yourself a favor, right? I'm going to walk you through what to look for during the Super Bowl ads. Stay tuned to your boy. Don't think I'm crazy. Don't think I done lost my mind. But what I'm telling you, you need to be watching the Super Bowl. If you're not getting no money from your books, I can't even be more clear. If you don't understand exactly what marketing is, you need to be watching the Super Bowl. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, do yourself a favor and listen to the rest of this podcast. Let's go.
NL Publishing Service Academy proudly presents Listen Up, I Got a Story to Tell podcast with literary success consultant DK Walker. Sharing with you writing tips, marketing ideas, publishing information, and inspiring interviews for your author journey. So, without further ado, let's get right into it with DK Walker.
Hey, how's it going? I'm DK Walker, and this is Listen Up, I Got a Story to Tell podcast. Man, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you are choosing to spend your time with your boy, and for that, I am eternally grateful. I'm so humbled. Look, before we get into today's episode, we got to pay bills off the bat. If you are a struggling author and you're having problems going from book idea to actually creating your book, I got the perfect thing for you, the absolute perfect thing for you. And what I get asked a lot is this thing for pantsers. That's for people that sit in the seat and they just freestyle they get an idea and they just sit down and start typing. To people that are planners. Now, planners outline their entire book. The unfair writing advantage serves both types of authors. If you have your pantser and you want to just go off the top of your head, what happens is your creativity is all over the place. It has no direction, so therefore it takes you longer to get where you're going to when it comes to writing your book. If you're a planner, sometimes you get bogged down in the minute details of your book. The unfair writing advantage serves pantser and planner perfectly.
Hello, my name is Britt Kuhn, and I just love DK Walker's The Unfair Writing Advantage. I am now well on my way to writing my second book because of his advice, wisdom, tips and tricks like mind blown at how simple and easy it really, really is. I am forever grateful our paths crossed, DK. You will always be one of my favorite humans. Thank you.
Learn how to write faster, conquer writer's block, and tell a story your readers will love. In less than 1 month, writing only 3 pages daily, you can go from book idea to manuscript using the unfair writing advantage. Most authors take 8 months on average to write just 1 book. But in a fraction of that time, you will learn how to craft a book your readers will love and not be hunched over your laptop days on end to do so. Just go to www.theunfairwritingadvantage.com to see what has the self-publishing industry buzzing. Now back to the podcast.
The Super Bowl is this upcoming Sunday, and I already know if you haven't done so already, you're probably going to do it. You're definitely going to have your wings. Check. You're definitely going to have your pizza. Check. You're definitely going to have your crazy chips and dip. Check. For the nacho lovers out there, you're definitely going to have your nacho with your special queso seasoning, with all your meats and stuff in it, right? Crazy dip, right? Not a problem. Check. You're going to have all these things in preparation for the Super Bowl. You're going to have family and friends around. There's going to be drinks. It's going to be a great time. The Super Bowl is such a big event, you actually forget that you have to go to work Monday. You forget up until the game has already been called. You know who's going to win the game. That means somebody's getting blown out, or when the game goes off and the winner is decided in the last second, right? Then you remember, oh, I got to go to work. That's how powerful the Super Bowl is. It makes you forget I got to work Monday. But another thing that the Super Bowl has been known for over the years is its commercials. So authors, in the midst of having the time of your life this Sunday, in the midst of eating all the foods that's going to put extra rolls around your waist, it's going to drive up your cholesterol, it's going to raise up your blood pressure. In the midst of all of that, if your doggone book sales suck, I want you to enjoy yourselves. But anytime that the game stops and the commercials start, that's when the real game starts for you. Think about it, right? If companies are willing to spend $7 million for 30 seconds, all they got is 30 seconds to get your attention. That's all they got. I have 30 seconds to leave an indelible impression upon the watchers right now to go buy my product, to come use my service, no matter what it is. I got 30 seconds. And the reason that they've mastered, the reason that they're willing to literally bet the farm on their marketing budget, because they do what authors fail to do every day on social media. What the big marketers do, and I don't mean to be all over the place today, right? I promise you I don't. So I need y'all to stay with me. Take notes. Good stuff today. Good stuff today. So what the big brands do, the big marketers do, they do something that fictional authors are the master of. Like fictional authors are literally the master of this thing that the big budget marketing companies do. They lean into their creativity when they're selling their product. I just want to say that again. They lean into their creativity when they're selling their product. Now, if you not follow me just yet, I want you to go take a look at TikTok and look at all the TikToks you've done when you're talking about your books. I want you to look at your IG Reels when you're talking about your books. I want you to go look at your doggone YouTube Shorts when you're talking about your books. Ask yourself one question. Are you bored watching any of that stuff? Of course you are. And the reason that you're bored because you have failed to lean into your creativity. Like it don't make sense. Like it's true. You can't control the algorithm of whatever social media platform that you on. You don't know if your hashtags are the correct hashtags that you should be using. Right? You don't even know that. What you do to feel good about your marketing efforts on social media, you'll catch the latest trend, and as long as you get a bunch of likes, a few shares, and a couple of saves, you think you did a hellified job at marketing. I just lied to you. I started to say, I'm so sorry to bust your bubble. That's a lie. No, I got my pen out. Matter of fact, I only got a pen out. I got a knife out because I want to stab your bubble. I want to bust that illusion because likes, saves, and shares is not good marketing. That means you just nailed the latest trend on that social media platform. If none of that stuff translate into book sales, if they don't click through to buy your book, you just post it for the sake of posting. So when I tell you, like, I don't want you to think I'm crazy. I just happen to think outside of the box to get the best results. Like if you work with me, if you're a past client and by the grace of God, soon to be client, you have to understand I'm results driven. And I learn from everything. And if you're watching the Super Bowl, you're like, well, like, okay, like, why is that commercial my favorite commercial? Why did I laugh hard at that commercial? Or why did I like, oh, that's cute? All right. If you had any type of emotional connection to whatever the commercial is, the marketing team did their job. So once again, go look back at your reels, look at your stories, look at your TikToks, look at your shorts, and none of that stuff emits not one single emotion, and you wonder why you suck at marketing.
Hello, my name is Britt Kuhn, author of Radiant. I am so over the moon excited that I am holding my book in my hands. And it is all thanks to DK Walker at NL Publishing Services. I promise you, I did not know how to write a book, yet here it is. Your guidance and direction during this entire process and your ability to handle my indecisiveness has been such a blessing. I am so grateful for you, and I will forever sing your praises. Thank you so much for being you, and I can't wait to work on the next one.
Writing your manuscript has been hard enough, so let NL Publishing Service Academy make self-publishing your book easy as possible. From beautifully designed full and ebook covers to uniquely done typesetting and formatting, our goal is to professionally enhance your manuscripts and book covers to give your readers the best reading experience possible. Need marketing tips, tactics, and strategies? We can help you with that. How about branding and broadening the reach of your author platform? Yep, we can help you with that too. So no matter what your self-publishing needs are, NL Publishing Service Academy has you covered. Just head over to www.nlpublishingservices.com for whatever your self-publishing needs are. And now back to the podcast.
So I want to help you to stop sucking at marketing. While everybody is enjoying the wings, while everybody's enjoying the pizza, the nachos, the burgers, the drinks, the laughter, the camaraderie, while everybody is enjoying these things, I want you to dive into your author bag, pull out a pen and pad, and I want you to take notes. Every time a commercial comes on, I want you to take notes, especially if that commercial made you feel a certain type of way. If that commercial made you laugh, if that commercial made you chuckle, if that commercial made you sentimental, if that commercial made you ponder some things, I want you to take notes on how did that commercial get you to arrive at that emotion. That's it. I'm not being deep. The reason that we're honing in on emotion, because people buy because of emotion. Your readers is no different than the other consumers that's watching the Super Bowl and they feel a certain type of way about the ads that they're watching. And so if you're not really getting exactly what marketing is, I just want you to feel something away about my product or my service. That's all. Like, I'm not a marketing expert. I'm not a marketing guru, but I understand the basics. And sometimes all you need in life is just the basics. I mean, truth be told, we overthink so much stuff is not even funny. So understand, why does this commercial have me laughing? Why does this commercial have me smirking? Why does this commercial have me scratching my head? Just ask the simple question, why is this commercial making me feel this type of way? And if you don't believe the words that's coming out of my mouth, just gladly go back over to your IG Reels, your stories, your TikToks. And if none of those things is making you feel a certain type of way, then of course it shows in your book sales, because nobody's not feeling your marketing attempts. I'm not trying to be deep. Like, I'm 5'7", and I'm not going to say my weight. We're just going to say I'm fat. So I can never be deep. I can only be wide. But I just pay attention to the detail. I'm results driven, and I pay attention to detail. So look, while everybody is enjoying the Super Bowl, you sitting there like a nerd. And it's all right. Like, nerds run the world. And so at this time, we want to at least run the better world of our marketing campaigns when it comes towards our books. So you're sitting there and you're taking notes. This is a commercial. I felt this way, and I noticed when they did this is when I started to feel this way. Okay. Now, can you incorporate any of that stuff into your marketing efforts? You don't need a $7 million budget. You don't. And then on any social media platform, they're giving you longer than 30 seconds. True. You do not control the algorithms. You don't control the hashtags. You don't control none of that stuff. But what you do control is how you show up. If you're taking the time out to run any of those things and you coming across is, please buy my book. It's so exciting. Like, it's such a romance novel. Oh, buy my book. It's a YA novel. Like there's no energy there. That monotone presence makes me feel nothing. You can't control none of that stuff I name. You control nothing about, unless you're having your target market see you on your website. You don't control nothing because you don't own it. So you can't control what you don't own. Let's be emphatically clear about that. You might have thousands upon thousands of followers across all of your social media platforms, but you don't own it, meaning you don't control it. That's where you're a slave to the algorithms. You're a slave to the hashtags. You're a slave to how the system works. So since you're a slave to how the system works, like, okay, so since I can't control that, what can I control? You can control how you show up. For the couple of hundred people that may see your TikTok, they need to be like, whoa, that was good. And I'm not even talking about like having a TikTok trend, right? I'm not talking about killing it on a TikTok trend. I'm not talking about killing it, getting the latest music to go with your IG reel. I'm not talking about none of that stuff. I'm talking about when they actually see the content that you're producing, not talking about a trend, but the content that you're producing. Don't kill a trend. Be a trendsetter for your genre. Don't kill a trend. Be a trendsetter for your genre. And just by watching the Super Bowl ads, it's going to help you get there. And if you still can't put the two and two together, if you can't still articulate what's being shown to you, how you can write that down and then incorporate that into what you're marketing, how you're pushing your books out there. Look. It's real simple. Asking a question provokes thought, and a thought emits emotion. Readers are consumers, and all consumers buy off of emotion. I'm going to say this again. I ain't even trying to be deep. Asking a question provokes thought, and a thought emits emotion. So anytime that you sit yourself down and you call yourself marketing, you want to emit an emotion. You want them to feel a certain type of way. And while everybody's killing on the trends, while everybody got these doggone 1,000 likes, shares, and saves because of a trend, your target market is going to remember you. Why? Because you caused them to have an emotion. That TikTok, that reel made me feel a certain type of way. Now I'm interested in this author's books. Has nothing to do about, the boat trend that's going crazy on TikTok right now. Has nothing to do with the latest music that's going on IG right now. Nothing. It's because you went in your bag and you understood just a little bit of marketing psychology. That's all you did. You understood just a little bit, and that little bit will go a long way. Yo, I try my best not to go on a long rant without giving you something tangible. I really want to help somebody today. I'm gonna give you a hack. I want you to take everything I said previously. I want you to think about it. I want it to marinate. But I want to give you a hack to help you get over the hump of marketing. Remember earlier I said asking a question provokes thought, and a thought emits emotion. And then I went on to say that all buying decisions are emotional driven, right? Not a problem. So we want our readers to be emotional about our books, even though they haven't read, even though they ain't been exposed to the cover, the blurb. We want them to be emotional. And the easiest way and the most simplest way to do this is to ask a question. Ask a question. Look, I'm pretty sure you can enhance this question, play around with it a little bit, but I'm going to give you a quick hack and I'm going to get out the way. So ask this question here. When's the last time you read a book that made you ... When's the last time you read a book that made you, and then you fill in the blank, right? Let me give you a couple of examples. I don't want to leave you hanging. Let me give you a couple of examples. When's the last time you read a book that made the hair on the back of your neck stand up? When's the last time you read a book that made you bite your bottom lip? When's the last time you read a book that made you afraid of the dark? When is the last time that you read a book that made you cry? When's the last time that you read a book that you literally believed in love again? Like, it's not deep. It's not earth-shattering. None of that stuff is. But just asking that one question, once they're reading that, they'll ask themselves that question, provoking thought. They'll ask themselves that question, and then they're going to literally think back to when a book made them feel that way. And if no book has never made them feel that way, what comes next after that is whose book? Your book. Look, man, it's your boy DK Walker. I ain't gonna talk a hole in your head. I was thinking about this today, and I'm like, I needed to share this. And I usually drop the podcast on Monday, 7 p.m. Like, I'm gonna get this out early. I'm gonna get this out early. As soon as I can edit this, clean it up, I'm gonna get this out early and get it before the Super Bowl comes on. But anyway, it's your boy DK Walker, literary success consultant. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but just rock with your boy, and that means so much to me from the bottom of my heart. So do me a favor. If you found the information I share with you on this podcast valuable, do not be stingy. We're a community. We all we have, right? And broken English, we all we got. So do yourself or do me a favor and share this with other authors. If you're listening to the sound of my voice, this podcast on Apple iTunes Podcast, leave me a review. If you happen to be watching this, or pardon me, listen to this on YouTube, like, subscribe, and share there as well. Look, I greatly appreciate you, man. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world. Y'all listen to me go on and on. I know I gave you great information, but information is useless until you put it to work. Better yet, find me on social media. My social media links is in the show notes. Send me your pictures of you taking notes. Like, have somebody take a picture of you and you taking notes while everybody's watching the Super Bowl. Send me like a 30-second video. Like, I don't care if you send me on IG, TikTok. Send me a video. The links is in the show notes. my links to my social media is in my show notes. I would love to see this, put in action. I'm going to catch y'all my regular next time Monday. I'm going to catch y'all, but I'm going to definitely release it before the Super Bowl. Until then, my good folks, peace.
This episode of Listen Up, I Got a Story to Tell podcast has ended. But please be sure to subscribe for more literary strategies and tactics to help you create the profitable, successful author career you've always wanted. And don't forget to rate and leave a review so we can continue to bring you the best author and book-related content. See you on the next episode.